The puppy who loved rainbows. Once upon a time, in a cozy little town nestled between rolling hills and tall, swaying trees, there lived a puppy named Sunny. Sunny was not just any puppy. His fur shimmered with golden flecks that sparkled in the sunlight, and his eyes twinkled with curiosity. He lived with his loving family, the Parkers, in a blue house at the end of Rainbow Lane. Sunny loved many things: belly rubs, chasing butterflies, and rolling in the soft grass. But more than anything, Sunny was fascinated by rainbows. Every time rain fell and the sun peeked through the clouds, a magical arch of colours appeared in the sky, stretching from one side of the town to the other. To Sunny, rainbows were like magical bridges made of light and hope. Sunny would sit by the window, his little nose pressed against the glass, watching the rainbow shimmer and dance. He wondered where rainbows came from, and if he could ever find the end of one. Sometimes he'd dash out into the garden, barking excitedly, trying to chase the colours across the sky. But no matter how fast he ran, the rainbow always seemed just out of reach. One gentle spring morning, as a light rain pattered on the leaves and the sun began to shine, a beautiful rainbow appeared across the sky. Sunny's tail wagged faster than ever before. He looked up at Mrs. Parker and gave a hopeful bark.
"Do you see the rainbow, Sunny?" Mrs. Parker smiled. "It's beautiful, isn't it?"
Sunny barked again and pawed at the door, his eyes sparkling with excitement.
"Oh, would you like to go on an adventure?"
Mrs. Parker chuckled. She opened the door, and off Sunny ran into the fresh, rain-washed morning. The air was crisp and smelled of wet earth and blooming flowers. Sunny trotted down Rainbow Lane, his nose twitching as he followed the scent of rain and the sight of the dazzling rainbow. He passed by his friend, Daisy the cat, who was curled up on a windowsill.
"Where are you off to, Sunny?"
Daisy meowed lazily.
"I'm going to find the end of the rainbow,"
Sunny barked. Daisy yawned, her tail flicking.
"Good luck. Let me know if you find a pot of gold or a pot of treats."
Sunny laughed and continued on his way. The rainbow arched high above, painting the sky with its colours. Sunny ran through puddles that reflected the rainbow, making it look as if he was running on colours themselves. As he ventured farther, Sunny entered the meadow beyond the town. The grass was tall, and wildflowers bloomed in every shade imaginable. Here, he met Benny the rabbit, who was nibbling on clover.
"Hello, Sunny. Why are you in such a hurry?"
Benny asked, his nose wiggling.
"I'm chasing the rainbow,"
Sunny said, his tongue lolling out in a happy pant.
"I want to see where it ends."
Benny's ears perked up.
"That sounds like an adventure. Can I come too?"
Sunny wagged his tail.
"Of course, Benny. Let's go together."
The puppy and the rabbit bounced through the meadow, following the rainbow as it shimmered above. They passed under tall oak trees, where sunlight filtered through the leaves, making spots of gold dance on the ground. In the heart of the woods, they found their friend, Olive the wise old owl, perched on a branch.
"Where are you two off to in such a hurry?"
Olive hooted.
"We're chasing the rainbow!"
Sunny barked.
"We want to find where it ends."
Olive blinked her big round eyes. Rainbows are wonderful things, but they can be tricky to catch. Sometimes the journey is more magical than the destination. Sunny tilted his head.
"What do you mean, Olive?"
Olive ruffled her feathers. "You'll see, dear Sunny. Keep your heart open, and the rainbow will show you its magic." Thanking Olive, Sunny and Benny continued their adventure. The rainbow seemed closer now, its colours brighter and more vivid. They climbed up the gentle hill at the edge of the meadow, their paws and feet making soft prints in the damp earth. At the top of the hill, they stopped and gazed in awe. Before them stretched a sparkling stream, its water clear and cool. The rainbow seemed to touch the earth right at the edge of the stream. Sunny's heart leaped with joy.
"We found it!"
Benny exclaimed, his eyes wide with wonder. Sunny raced ahead, his paws splashing in the shallow water. But as he reached the spot where the rainbow touched the ground, something magical happened. The colours seemed to shimmer and swirl, wrapping around Sunny and Benny in a gentle, warm glow. For a moment, they felt as if they were inside the rainbow itself. The colours danced around them, reds and oranges, yellows and greens, blues and purples. Sunny closed his eyes and felt the warmth and joy of the rainbow fill his heart. When he opened his eyes, the rainbow had faded, but the world seemed brighter and more beautiful than ever. The flowers shone with extra colour, the grass looked greener, and the sky was a perfect shade of blue. Benny looked at Sunny and smiled. "I think Olive was right. The magic of the rainbow is all around us." Sunny wagged his tail, feeling happy and peaceful. He realised that the rainbow wasn't something he needed to catch or keep. Its magic was in the journey, the friends he made, and the beauty he noticed along the way. With Benny by his side, Sunny trotted back toward home, his heart full of happiness. As they walked, they laughed and played, splashing in puddles and chasing butterflies. Even though the rainbow had vanished from the sky, its memory stayed with Sunny forever. From that day on, whenever Sunny saw a rainbow, he remembered the adventure, the friends he met, and the wonder of the world around him. He knew that every day held a little bit of rainbow magic, if only you knew where to look. So, if you ever see a puppy chasing a rainbow or a rabbit bouncing through a meadow, remember Sunny's story. Sometimes, the most magical moments are found not at the end of the rainbow, but in the colourful journey along the way. And Sunny? He still loves rainbows, belly rubs, and adventures with friends. But now, he knows that the greatest treasures are the memories you make and the love you share. So whenever it rains and the sun comes out, look for the rainbow. And remember the puppy who loved rainbows and the joy he found in every colourful day. The end. But as stories often go, Sunny's adventures didn't really end there. For every time the clouds parted and the first drop of sunlight touched the raindrops in the sky, Sunny's heart would leap, ready for a new journey. One afternoon, a gentle spring rain was falling. The Parkers were inside, sipping hot chocolate and reading books. Sunny sat by the window, watching as the world outside turned shiny and fresh. Suddenly, the clouds began to thin, and a beam of sunlight broke through. As if by magic, a rainbow appeared, arching across the sky in dazzling colours. This time, Sunny decided to share his love of rainbows with the neighbourhood children. Barking excitedly, he ran outside and wagged his tail until the children came running. "Sunny wants to show us something," called Mia, the girl who lived next door. The children followed Sunny to the hilltop, where the view was just right. There, they all sat down together, gazing at the beautiful rainbow. Sunny lay in the grass, happy to be surrounded by friends. Mia asked, "Sunny, do you think there's treasure at the end of the rainbow?" Sunny barked and rolled over as if to say, "Maybe, but the real treasure is right here with all of you." The children laughed and hugged Sunny, and for a moment, it felt as if they were wrapped in a rainbow of their own. One made of friendship, laughter, and love. And so, in the little town at the end of Rainbow Lane, Sunny the puppy became famous for his love of rainbows and his big happy heart. He taught everyone that the world is full of magic, if only you take the time to look for it and to share it with others. From then on, whenever a rainbow appeared, the children would run outside, calling for Sunny. Together, they would chase the colours, splash in puddles, and make wonderful memories that would last forever. And somewhere, in the sparkle of every rainbow, you could almost hear the happy bark of the puppy who loved rainbows, reminding everyone to enjoy the journey, cherish their friends, and believe in a little bit of magic every day. And that, dear children, is the story of Sunny, the puppy who loved rainbows. But as you settle down to sleep tonight, remember, the world is full of wonders, and sometimes the most magical adventures begin with a little curiosity, a big heart, and a dream as colourful as a rainbow. Sweet dreams, and may your tomorrow be filled with sunshine, rainbows, and the joy of discovery, just like Sunny's. The end.